Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. We had started chapter 5 factorization, and in the previous videos we have covered the three topics, that is taking common, grouping, and trinomial, that is middle term splitting. Now in this video we are going to do method number 4, that is difference of two squares. Children, this identity is well known to you. X square minus y square is x minus y, x plus y. Now many of you get confused in the identity. Here x and y are only the symbols. This we can read as difference of two squares, that is square of some number, or it can be square of a term, or it can be square of an expression minus square of another expression. So ultimately we are going to write the sum of both of them, whatever is there inside the brackets, and the difference of both of them, whatever will be there in the bracket. For example, I'm writing here say 2 minus a, and here 4 plus z. Now that does not matter what is written inside the bracket. If you can see this format, square of something minus square of something, you can factorize it. Both the brackets will be written here, 2 minus a and 4 plus z. Exactly same I will write here, 2 minus a, 4 plus z. But be careful with minus sign. Wherever you see minus sign, we need to put a bracket so that it will be further simplified. 2 minus a minus 4 minus z, and this bracket will remain same, 2 minus a plus 4 plus z. So you just need to know how to apply this identity, and the questions are done. Let's get started with some questions. So question number 1, exercise 5C, your textbook, 25a square minus 9b square. So this can be written as 5a whole square minus 3b whole square. Now as you can see, this is just square of something minus square of another thing. So I have just written this plus this and this minus this. Now as you can see, I have ultimately expressed this expression as the product of two expressions. So this is the first factor and this is the second factor of the given expression. Easy? Okay, next question is 25. This is square of an expression. Doesn't matter what is there inside. Minus 81b square. Now what matters is these should be the perfect squares. Are these a perfect squares? Yes, this is a perfect square of 5 and this is of 9. So can I write it this 5 and this whole square like this? 5 and 2a minus b whole square and this 9b whole square. Now like I said, this does not matter what is there inside the bracket. What matters is the format, square of a number or an expression minus square of another number or expression. So I should write it sum of these two and difference of these two. That's it. So sum of these two will include, first as it is I will copy down, and second also as it is, sum of both the brackets, likewise difference of both the brackets, 9b. Since there was only one term after minus sign, so there is no need of bracket, otherwise we could have put the bracket also. Now bracket is there, so it's better to simplify. 10a minus 5b plus 9b and 10a minus 5b minus 9b. Now can you see any like term? These are the like terms here also and here also, so we need to further simplify. 10a plus 4b. This I have solved, and if this I will solve, both are with same sign. So the next bracket will be 10a, 9 and 5, 14b. Here you can see this. Alright. Okay, next question is 7. 3 a raised to the power 5 minus 108 a cube. Now first of all, if you can see the coefficients, they are not a perfect square, neither the powers are. So I cannot express it like this. Right? So what can be done now? The very first step in factorization, if anything is common, just take it. So out of the numbers, numerical part, 3 is common, 3 is a factor of this also. So I will take 3 common. A5 and A3, like I told you, minimum power will be taken common. A3 we will take common. So the next step will be 3 common, a cube common. So from the first term, a square left, and from the second term 36, and this whole taken common, so only this is left. Now the benefit is, this is a square and this is 6 square. So ultimately we have got this format. Now this we can write this as it is, and the other things a plus 6 and a minus 6. Whatever is written inside the bracket, sum of those brackets and the product of those brackets. Now next question is 9. A to the power 4 minus 1. Now as you can see, 1 is already a perfect square, and a4 also we can write as a perfect square like this. A square whole square minus 1 square. Ultimately we have achieved the format square of something minus square of something. So the bracket will be a square plus 1, a square minus 1. Now if you can see the same format again here, this ultimately is going to be a square minus 1 square, because 1 is always going to be a perfect square. So here a square plus 1 as it is, and this we will write a plus 1 and a minus 1. Again, whatever is there in the bracket, sum and difference. Okay children, now try this question. Whenever we have 4 terms, generally what happens is we need to do grouping of 2 terms. So let's do with grouping. I have grouped the set of first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. From first 2 terms, minimum power should be common, so a square is common. Within the bracket, I am left with a only from here and 2 only from here. Now here both are minus signs, so I have taken minus common, and within bracket I am left with a plus 2. Children, wherever you have doubt, you can multiply back to get this, just to clear your doubt. Let's multiply. A cube, correct. 2a square, correct. Minus a, right. Minus 2, right. So that means grouping is perfectly fine. Now if you can see, the 2 brackets are same, so this bracket we can take out common. So a plus 2 we have taken common. So from first term we are left with only a square, and from this term we are left with only minus 1. So a plus 2 cannot be factorized further, but this can be, like we have just did in previous question, the sum of a and 1 and the difference of a and 1. Is it clear? Okay, now pause the video for a while and start question number 14, all of you. Okay, I hope you have all done. What I have done is, this group. Again 4 terms, so I had to do grouping, and the other group is this. Now from the first group I can see the structure square of something minus square of another thing, and from the second group I couldn't find anything, so I just left it. Now this structure can be followed same way, 2a and 7b, and here again 2a 7b. Now if you can see 2a minus 7b is here and 2a minus 7b is here. So out of the two terms that I have got, anything is common? Yes. So now 2a minus 7b I have taken common from both the terms. Let's see. From this term I am left with this only, 2a plus 7b, and from this term everything I have taken common, so I am left with only 1. So the first factor and the second factor. Now next question I am going to give you is this. Pause and try. Alright, I hope you have all tried. So here I can see 2 different groups of 3 terms each. So I have grouped this, and this together, and the remaining terms together. This clearly is a plus b whole square, and this is a square only when I take minus common first, because minus is there with all the terms. So this I have written, and minus taken common, so inside all signs will change, plus plus plus. Now this has become c plus d whole square. Now if you can see the form, square of a number minus square of another number. So again the format follows, a plus b c plus d and a plus b c plus d. Now since minus sign is there, so I will put a bracket and simplify this bracket further, minus c minus d, and this there will be no change because plus sign does not require any change, only minus sign we need. I hope this one is clear. Alright, now question number 20. Try it yourself first. Okay, so I hope you all have tried. So as we can see, a square minus 1 b square minus 1 plus 4ab. This is a format of a minus 1 and a plus 1, and this is a format of b minus 1 b plus 1 plus 4ab. Now next step will be, there is nothing common, neither we can go for grouping, neither we can follow middle term splitting, no way will be followed now. So this way is not wrong, but as you can see, this is not leading me anywhere, and unless we have a plus sign in between, the factorization is not done. For example, if I say I want you to factorize 12, so will you write 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 number of times till 12 completes, or you will write 4 into 3 or 2 into 2 into 3, or you will write 6 into 2 and so on. So this is known as factorization because we need to write the multiples of 12, the factors of 12. This is wrong, and so since we have a plus sign here, so this way is wrong. Now what is the correct way? Let's see. When we cannot move ahead, I have multiplied both the brackets. Usual binomial multiplication, first term with first term, first with second, second with first, and second with second, and 4ab as it is. Now the next step is I have broken down this term as this 4ab as 2ab and 2ab. Why I did this? Because I could see this, and this will make a perfect square. Ultimately a step of grouping. These three terms will make a perfect square, and these three terms may make a perfect square when minus taken common. So next, minus taken common, so inner signs changes, a square, b square, and plus 2 minus, rest all plus. Now this simply is a minus b whole square, you all have judged. What about this? Isn't this ab plus 1 whole square? Now you can check it back with the identity. Square of first term, correct. Square of second term, correct. Then 2ab term, 2 into first term into second term, correct. Now the format follows: square of a number minus square of another number. So this is ab plus 1 plus a minus b, exactly same brackets one needs to copy. Then ab plus 1 and a minus b with the bracket because minus sign is here. So the last step, ab plus 1 minus a plus b, and this bracket will be as it is. Always plus bracket will remain same. Alright, your next question is 23. Try it out. Alright, now this square of a number minus, this also can be written as square of a number, 4xy whole square. So the format follows: square of something minus square of something. So this bracket plus the other one, and the same bracket minus the other one, exactly copied, with a plus sign in between and with a minus sign in between. Now if you can see, this and this is making a perfect square of x plus 2y whole square. X square, 4y square plus 4xy, and this I have copied down as it is. Now same way, this term and this is making x minus 2y whole square minus 9z square, copied as it is. Now the next step is, this bracket is following a format: square of something minus square of something. This is ultimately 3z whole square. Same way, square of something minus square of something. So now format here also followed and here also. So ultimately 4 brackets are there. In the first one, x plus 2y plus 3z, that means this bracket plus this, and x plus 2y minus 3z. Now the other 2 brackets will be of this format: x minus 2y plus 3z and x minus 2y minus 3z. So I have written sum of both and difference of both. Here also sum of both the terms and difference of both the terms. So 4 factors are there of the given expression: first factor, second, third, fourth. Next question 27, one of the most important question, because you need to make a perfect square here. Now let's see how it is supposed to be done. To make this a perfect square, what extra term I need, I will take out from this. That means this will come, see, x plus 1 by x whole square or x minus 1 by x whole square. So this x square plus 1 by x square plus 2, and this x square plus 1 by x square minus 2. Just identities. Now one of these perfect squares will be done here. So either I need plus 2 here or minus 2. That will come from splitting minus 11. So here it follows x square 1 by x square minus 2 minus 9. So ultimately the way I have broken down, minus 2 minus 9 is minus 11. So there is no change I have made in the question. Second thing, now this if I group together is a perfect square of this, and this is also a perfect square of 3. So here is the solution. 11 has been splitted as this, just because I need to group this all together and this together. So this is x minus 1 by x whole square and this is 3 square. Now the format follows. So sum of both the brackets and difference of both brackets. Is it clear? Now a similar type of question, 28. Try it out. Try making 4x square plus 1 by 4x square a perfect square by splitting plus 1. I hope you have done. Now 1 I have splitted as plus 2 minus 1, because plus 2 minus 1 is ultimately plus 1. So there is no change in the question that has been made. And the benefit is this grouping will follow and this grouping will follow. This is a perfect square of this. You can try square of first term 4x square, square of second term 1 by 4x square, and plus 2 into first term. So it's like 4x square plus 1 upon 4x square plus 2 into first term into second term, and in this case it cancels, so only 2 remains. That is why 2 is here. Then 1 square. Now the format follows. So now the task is simple. Sum of both the brackets and difference of both the brackets. Now you have to try the complete exercise questions. Do not skip even a single question of exercise 5C. Try it and you can ask your doubts on eCare Pro app. Thank you.